Good afternoon, my name is Paul. Every once in a while, a car comes in that I would just love to own. The car behind me is one of those cars. The car behind me is a 2010 Aston Martin DBS Volante, and I'd like to show you around. So this is a two-owner Aston Martin DBS Volante V12. It's done a little over 16,000 miles, and it's absolutely beautiful. It's in onyx black, which is a very deep metallic black. I'll come in closer and show you in a second. And it has got the perfect Aston Martin service history. It was originally supplied by Aston Martin in Edinburgh. They have done the lion's share of the servicing with this car, which has been every year. And the last couple have been Aston Services, which is a very well-established Aston Martin specialist in Dorset with a brilliant reputation. But the way this car has been looked after, we know where the car has come from, and the second owner unfortunately never ever had the intention to sell, but he's no longer with us, which is why we now have the car. We've had the car here in storage, so it's been with us for a few years now, in our purpose-built temperature and humidity controlled environment, which is the best environment I can think of to keep a car like this. And the file of information is very interesting. So there's no sun outside, unfortunately. It's still raining, so I can't show you what this paintwork looks like in the sunshine, but what I can show you is what it looks like under our lights, and it's absolutely fantastic. It's really deeply metallic, and the paint finish is also excellent. We've got all the invoices for detailing and an XPEL PPF, which covers the whole of the nose area. It's been fitted really well because you cannot see it. The only way I know it's there is just on the corners. I can feel the edge of it just there and there. It's been beautifully done. And it's also, so the whole nose and the sill panel all the way along has been done. And that has helped to keep this car looking nicer for longer. And it's just helped to keep this condition absolutely beautiful. If I just scan down here, so we can see we've got some visible gloss carbon fibre on the lower section of the front bumper. Bi-xenon headlamp, so you can see the two goldfish bowls, one for the standard lights, one for the main beam, so it's got very good headlamps. It's sitting on 20-inch diamond cut wheels with Pirelli tyres and black Aston Martin calipers. Now the DBS is obviously it's a 6 litre, it's got a hell of a lot of power, and if there's a way of understanding what a car is capable of, look at the front brakes. So if you look at these brakes here, they are carbon ceramic, and they don't put those on for fun. They are huge, and they're designed to disperse heat very quickly, and to withstand an awful lot of heat, and that tells you that this car is designed to go quickly and to stop quickly. The wheels, as you can see, are just beautiful. The Aston Martin emblem in the centres. If I move around to the back, the trademark clear lenses for the DBS and the DBS insignia on the boot lid, and you can see the boot lid has an upturned edge to it. Helps to keep the back end, if the wind pushes the back end down, helping to give you traction. And then more of this lovely gloss carbon fibre on the rear splitter. We've got the chrome or the stainless steel exhaust pipes, two of them coming out of the back, and there is the air splitter. Again, it's not just there for decoration, it helps to move air correctly over, through and under the car to help give this car a real planted sense when you're driving it. Very wide tyres there. As I say, this is a very, very torquey engine. And if I just come through and just show you some more of this paintwork, to say this car has been lovingly kept, it would be an understatement. The gentleman who owned it was a huge fan of Aston Martin. We've also got a beautiful Vanquish, incredibly low mileage, and the nicest condition Vanquish I think I've ever seen. But this is testimony to his eye for perfection. It's just beautiful. We've got gloss carbon for the door mirrors, side vents, beautifully clean, nice and shiny. And again, those side skirts are protected by the X-Bell PPF. All round, just a pretty thing. I think the DBS, the DB9 was always a very pretty car when it came out, but it was made in a fairly high number of units sold. The DBS is more sporty in its feel, more sporty in its look, and it just gives it that little bit more. Oh yeah, these vents in the bonnet. I'll just pan slowly over. You can see one, the finish of the paint on the bonnet, two, the sparkle of the metallic onyx black, and three, those vents which are designed to allow heat to escape. And in fact, I'm going to show you, I'm going to pop the bonnet open, because underneath that bonnet is an absolute behemoth of an engine. Just pull that. Just there it is. It's a very, very light switch in there. You don't have to swing off it like you do with some cars. It's pretty much a one-finger operation. And that is in lovely condition as well. Nice attention to detail. So here we have 6-litre V12. One of my favourite engine noises. Incredibly torquey. So it's got so much torque and so much low-end power that normal everyday driving, you are using only the first section of the accelerator pedal. It's just absolutely wonderful. And the cross beams across here, they're all designed to give the structure of the car rigidity when you unleash the power of that 6-litre V12. And here, underneath there, as well as having that nice plaque, hand built, lots of crash protection in there. I have seen one of these after or following a very heavy impact, and the crash protection is really very good. There's a lot of car. If you have a front impact, there's a lot of car before you get to the passenger compartment. So it's also safe as well as beautiful. So moving to the inside, I'm going to move to the boot first. One of the rare things you find, or certainly as a car gets older, so the condition of everything. These Aston Martin emblems, I don't know if anyone's ever seen how they're made, but they are a work of art, and that is an absolutely beautiful condition. But one of the first things to disappear is the Aston Martin umbrella, all present and correct. The service history is in here, it's all stamped up, and we've also got a number of invoices in there as well. So that's all there, and there is a wind deflector for when the hood is down. And of course here is where the chargers plug in and what have you. We've had the car plugged in for the entire time that we've had it. And this is the obsidian black leather. And these are the DBS sports seats. So obsidian black leather with silver contrast stitching. Now the double rows of stitching there are very neat. It smells lovely. It feels nice and soft. I love the DBS logo. in the center. Even the handbrake is covered in this double stitched leather, and you can see the seats are in wonderful condition. Very little marks on the outside. The center console is exactly the same. Down here you can see heated seats, electric memory seats, that beautiful piano black. Now, a lot of these cars, again, as they get older, people throw keys and what have you, and that all scratches. But this is testimony to how well this car has been looked after. I'm just going to sit in a second because the condition of this piano black is just superb. Here we have the Aston Martin pen. I'll just turn that around. If my camera can pick that up, see if I can home in on it. There we go. It is the proper Aston Martin pen. For those times when you absolutely need to write something down when you're driving or when you stop. And then the trademark park, reverse, neutral drive. And then the key, which fits in there. This is the spare key. And all the lights come on. So 16,102 miles from new. I'm not going to start in here. There's people here, so there we go. So steering wheel with the silver stitch in the center. So you've got the center mark, really nice and comfortable, perforated. So you've got grip, lovely soft here, volume controls there, and the phone, and there's your cruise control on that side. And you have a paddle shifter with a plus on the driver's side and a minus on the left hand side. So change down on this side, change up on that side. I've left the navigation screen up, but that does go flat, and you just continues this nice move up there to finish off the piano black. If I scroll forward, Bang & Olufsen sound system. Fabulous. And those are all the controls. Just beautiful condition. Really, really beautiful condition. Turn home in there, get Bang & Olufsen again. My camera struggles. It is a 2+2, but with any proper touring 2+2, unless you move the seats a little bit further forward, there is a little bit of legroom issue in the back, but occasional seats, they're good, and children, they're very good as well. I'll move around to the passenger side. Again, DBS, hand built in England. So you've got carpet mats in there. There are also, because he had two sets of mats, so just over there, there's another set of mats that go over the top. Just a lovely thing. So, and unlike the DB9, the DBS has always been thought of as the more collectible. And I think when you find a car that's 2010 that looks like this, that's got the service history that this one does, and this low mileage, I think that's going to be a very interesting car going forward. So I hope you like the car. I hope you like the video and find the video useful. If you'd like to know more about the car, please visit our website, www.bramshawbv.com. Drop us an email or a text or a WhatsApp, or simply pick up the phone and speak to us. We'd love to talk to you about it. Thanks for watching.